Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a brilliant day. I hope you're smiling and well. I hope the weekend treated you fantastically. It is March 29th, 2026, Sunday. It's our Modern Wars type stream today. I'll take the opportunity. Hey, Ingrid, thank you so much for tuning in. Always lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day and a better day to come. Just want to take the opportunity to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to our patrons. Thank you to our donators. Thank you to those that provide their time. Hey, Tim, thank you for tuning in. Really good to see you. Where was I? Oh, thank you to those that like, subscribe, comment on the videos. If you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you so much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you do have questions or comments that if you're not attending the stream, hey, Schlons, also good to see you. You can, there's a Discord link down below if you're watching this on YouTube later. I do follow that pretty much all the time that I'm awake, so if you did have questions or comments, you can ask me about them for sure, and I'd be happy to help. What's going on? Working hard on the British Order of Battles. I found, excitingly enough, some fantastic information on unit structure for battalion, regiment, and below, which will make our organizations significantly better than what they were and completely as historical as I can. So basically these are staff officer handbooks that were provided to, obviously, staff officers to help with training, and these provide very detailed TO&Es for the various infantry battalions, for the tank regiments, for the engineer units, for a whole bunch of different things. I have an example being shown. So this is a APC infantry battalion that and how it was structured in 1963. So I have various dates, and they include 61, 63, 67, 68, I believe, 75, 76, 78, 81, and 85. So I have a very good assortment of these. Something that I'm missing is from the 50s, but I think I have information for that already. I just have to track it down. But anyways, these are official sources, so we're nailing this completely. This will go well with all of the efforts that I have done, making sure that each of the various brigades have the proper battalions or regiments included in them. This will make the British, the UK Army, significantly better than it was before. Instead of as generic as it was, this will be as historical as it can be. One interesting thing that I have been researching is that the famous FV 432 that was very prevalent during the 60s, 70s, and 80s was initially going to be called a Trojan, but they decided to stop calling it a Trojan because, bada boom, the troops were making fun of it with because of the condom brand, for those that are aware, which is kind of funny. Anyways, so yeah, it was dropped not long after this. I think even 65, it doesn't have it listed as the Trojan anymore, which is kind of funny. Although there is a later version, the Mark III version of the F432, also known as the 43, I guess, that was called the Bulldog, and that was basically an up-armored version made in the 2000s. So you're not going to see that in the game, but you will see the Mark I and the Mark II versions. Minor improvement, basically the engine was changed in the Mark II version, which gives it a little bit faster road and off-road speed, and it's just multi-fueled. I think there was one other thing, but it's not going to matter in game respects, I think. Or maybe it will. I think that one has the NBC protection. that might be the other. The Mark II might have NBC protection, which is something that will be a factor in the game. Anyways, yeah, this is fantastic. These are really good. You can see how the different vehicles were assigned, where they were assigned, and for me, it shows me here how a Saracen battalion was organized, as well as the FB 432 battalion was organized. So this goes even the infantry battalion, as well as the parachute battalion. This is perfect information for me. I'm very happy with how this is. I'm super excited. So yeah, anyways, making a lot of good progress on this. I am hopefully, again, I'm still just trying to get all these done by the end of April to include in the update that we are releasing. I believe it's going to be sometime in May. I'm not going to give a date because I don't know what that date is going to be, but I'm hoping for sometime in May. There are some new vehicles that I need to add to this. I will get around to that at the end, basically. Once everything is numbered, I'll go through the platoon file and then create the vehicles that are currently missing. So, if you have any inside information about the UK forces, please send me drop a comment or send me an email or comment over on the Facebook group or something like that. Let's make sure that these are as accurate and as historical as I can possibly make them. Huge thank you for your patience and seeing all the fun things that are coming. So yeah, with that, obviously, I'm doing all that for Cold War, but since the UK is included in Middle East, that will be in the update for Middle East in May. That's my goal anyways, is to finish this by April so you can have all these brand new things in Middle East so you can play with them. The silhouettes, crap, Schlons. Please send me an email later, not now, later, like before you go to bed or something like that, to remind me. Or maybe make a post and I'll explain on the forum how to do it. I keep on forgetting. Sorry about that, Schlons. Yeah, because that would be good to have done for that May update. So yeah, thank you for reminding me, and sorry that I haven't got to it. I keep on forgetting. I keep on getting distracted. Sorry about that. You have access to the NAS, right? That's a question for Slons. You should have access to the NAS. If so, they're here. In the Campaign Series Team Legion folder, under Graphics, the silhouettes are here. And if you open up this Excel file, sorry. Do you have access to the NAS, Schlons? You should. Okay. So if you go the main folder, the graphics folder, and then the silhouettes folder, you'll see this Excel sheet, which is this here. And this lists the NATO side as well as the Warsaw Pact side, the general listing of everything that you need. But if you want to see it graphically, so basically what it is that you find whatever unit that you're doing. Let me show you. I'll just do a quick summary so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. Let's pick Czechoslovakia. Let's pick the platoon file. So if we go T70. This is a Warsaw Pact. You can see this is the T70 here. The number directly beside, which you should know, is that NATO icon. Or sorry, not the NATO icon, the silhouette icon. Which is also the NATO, but that'll change because of... And no, this is the NATO. This is the NATO, this is the silhouette icon. Right now it just defaults to whatever the 3D version is, but we're going to implement this column again. And if you look here, cell ID for the Warsaw Pact is a T70. If we go down to the, this is what is a Panzer IV. If we go down to 34, oops, that should be 11. If we go down to 34, we'll see there's a Panzer IV there. So that's basically all you have to do, is match this ID with what this is. Now, there's not everything there, so keep that in mind. So if you want to graphically see what that stuff is, you just go into that same graphics folder, the silhouette folder, and you can, I believe, just look at one of these. Yeah. So there's two icons. Basically, they're the same thing. So certain nations, which I've defined here in this other tab, you'll see that China, for example, is assigned the Warsaw Pact sheet, and it's not flipped. You'll see that some of these are flipped. Let me show you the difference between the two. Literally, they're the same thing, except the icons are flipped, and that makes sense for certain countries. So these are both NATO sheets. Sorry for the... both NATO sheets, but you'll see the icons are flipped. So that makes sense for certain nations. For example, where is it? Iran has a NATO sheet, but it's flipped because basically they're mostly going to be, they're combating to the west. That's why they're facing this way, and they're mostly armed with NATO equipment. Now, at the bottom of these lists, which you'll see in here, at the bottom, there's a bunch of opposite kit. So you want to choose the sheet that's going to make the most sense for your units, because yeah, you'll see here at the bottom of this NATO sheet, the bottom of the NATO sheet, there's a bunch of Warsaw Pact gear as well, because some nations use both sides gear. So it's all there. So yeah, these are very comprehensive lists, but they're not complete in the sense that it doesn't have everything. So in some cases, you might have to look at the sheet itself and say, okay, this is going to be close enough. It's not going to be perfect. It'll be detailed for sure, but it's not going to be perfect. I tried to include at least the most common gear for these icons, schlons. If you find that there's a whole bunch of things that are missing, I could potentially expand the sheets. But first, try and make use of what we have that's here, because it's already, I think it's 587 icons. It's a lot of icons. So yeah, give it a whirl, see if it works. Obviously, the Warsaw Pact sheet also has a whole bunch of stuff in it. Oh, why is that? That's not right. That should not be right. Anyways, it's missing that whole line. I'm not sure why. Anyways, there are a whole bunch of various tanks, and they're all explained in that Excel sheet. So yeah, again, just a quick review. All you need to do is change this number to the appropriate number here. And let me know if you have any questions. Does that make sense? Are we all good? Does that explain how it works? just waiting for confirmation if you have any other questions. I'll be right back 1 second, please. I'm taking care of a dog. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Okay, no questions. That's good. Thank you for that, Schlons. It's fairly straightforward. It just might be a little bit tedious, that's all. And I know you have, obviously the West Germans, plus you also have the mod that you created, which is awesome. Still love it. Can't wait for more scenarios for that. Alright, what were we doing? We were dying, actually. So, if I recall correctly, this is turn 23. Let's just take a look at the scenario information. So, night is going to be in 3 turns. What does that mean? That means we're in for a very bad day. Because, as you can see, there are a lot of Pattons here. And none of our vehicles are basically good enough to deal with that. So, especially during the daylight, where they're going to have excellent visibility, they will be able to wipe out our tanks completely because they are not very good. They're fast, but they're very thin-skinned compared to the Pattons. That means I need to figure out ambush positions. So, what are we going to do? We're going to get the hell out of Dodge. This looks like a good ambush position. Now, he shouldn't be able to see me here. We can see him because of the gun flashes, but we haven't fired, and we're not going to fire. You might fire. Ran out of action points to move. And the infantry, we're also going to move away. So, again, there are gun flashes, so we can identify what it is. If we were to shoot here, though, just something to keep in mind in regards to night fighting is that when you're fighting at night and you're firing at gun flashes, you can't really pick your target. You're just shooting at the hex where you see the gun flashes. That's something to keep in mind. It is visibility of 2, which we can see is 500 meters. The rest of this, I do need to figure out how we're going to ambush those tanks. Let's move out of that hex so we don't get shot. I'm going to assault that. Now we're spotted. Let's pull... Oh, I can't. Shit. Okay, let's turn around. So this hex has enough wrecks in it, which I believe is 6. It has 6 wrecks right there, you can see. Now that has enough light to reveal what's inside that hex. So now, they could, in theory, shoot at me. These guys... We see them counterattacking. We need to move our tanks up. Again, we're looking for ambush positions. Not only are we being hit on this western flank, we are also being hit in the south. Now, I don't have a lot of troops here to stop those tanks. Half tracks, we're going to move out of the way because we don't want them to die. mortars will bring down. I don't remember if this unit here ran away or if we assaulted it and captured it, but we're going to move the infantry back to Kabitaya. I'm not sure how you say that. Sorry for butchering it. Yeah, because bad news is coming, and we only have one tank platoon down here, which is not good. Hopefully our infantry can deal with the tanks. I don't know how many there are. I think there was more troops coming down this road. I'm going to leave this half-track here just to protect our flank. So basically we've done all that we can here for now. What we can do is start setting up artillery because we know the bad guys are coming. They're out of ammo. These are not out of ammo. Before we do anything, let's get in here. We reduced it by 1. Can we see anything with this guy? No. And that's a bunker, but let's see if we can get lucky. Not so much. Oh yeah, we were trying to get into here. Oh, there's a bunker. Let's occupy that. Maybe we can draw some fire. I see there's tanks coming, so we want to make sure that we're not around that. They're disrupted. Oh shit. Machine gun. Oh, some very interesting news. A professor at the American University in Sofia, Bulgaria, is interested in having a conversation with Petri and I in regards to writing a thesis on how this game, mostly Vietnam, works in the sense of how does the AI work. So that'll be a fascinating adventure for both of us. And based on what I've seen from Petri's initial review of how the code actually works, it's actually, for the 90s, it was very well and very advanced. Very interesting. I won't go into it, but it's actually quite intelligent how they designed it. Probably another reason why we love the game so much. Oh shit. Oh, we found a headquarters. That's good. So we found a headquarters. I can't shoot at it yet. Oh, we took out the defense there. Let's advance if I can. So that part is pretty cool. I'm excited to see how that conversation goes. I think the conversation will happen probably in April. I'm not sure. I think it was the second week, maybe the third week, something like that. Anyways, the conversation should be quite fascinating, and I'm very interested to see what else can go. Yeah, exactly, right? That's right. I'm going to try to assault this, see if we can get in here. No joy. Can I do it again? I cannot. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point, Tim. I should record it. Yeah, absolutely. Have to see what day that is. It's the second week of April. Okay, interesting. Sofia, Bulgaria. Apparently the American University at Sofia, Bulgaria. Okay, let's see if we can get in here this time. Yes! Perfect. Okay, let's advance. Now we can start smoking this. Oh, my guys are not happy. Let's advance into the outskirts. There's trenches here, which gives us a little bit of protection at least. Try and rake our way through that machine gun. Or not. We sure bombed Sofia. Where didn't you bomb though, really? Okay, I'm really gonna try and get into this position here. I don't think that's gonna work, but it doesn't hurt to try. Let's try. Oh, no joy, and we took some casualties. Damn it. Everyone did its share. Heavy weapons. That's probably not strong enough, so let's just do some firing for now. Oh, that's amazing. Now we can get up in there. The problem here is that our tanks have their side armor exposed to those two platoons. Hey, Stipe. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Oh man, you missed my intro. Ah, oh, damn it. I can't unload. I did! How did you know? And I was giving everyone 50% off the OnlyFans if you tuned in the beginning. Unfortunately, since you're late, you're going to have to pay full price plus a premium. So, just if you're watching this and you're kind of new to the game, if you ever run into this here, where I'm trying to take these trucks and move them back here, but it keeps on telling me that I can't for whatever reason. The reason that you can't is because there are minefields here. So for whatever reason, the minefields have some sort of zone of control, and they make you forcibly slow down. So the only way for me to do that, I can't click there, but I can click one hex all the way around. It's weird. I don't know why it does it, but it does. It's a joke, Tim. Yeah, exactly. Feet pics. That's my OnlyFans. I have one battery. Where should I use it? Probably there, eh? These guys can advance closer, I guess. Okay, let's look at our overall situation. How are things looking? Oh, there's badass engineers back there. What the hell? I think that's all we can do. These are all just empty vehicles. Those are empty. These are not. Oh, we have like 2 companies of reserves back here. That's amazing. Okay. That's it. Let's see what happens. I don't think I have any other guns. Let's just double check. No. Anyway, Stipe, I found some staff officers' handbooks for the Brits in 61, 63, 67, 68, 75, 78, 85, maybe 81. I don't remember. But anyways, I found a whole bunch of them, which is fantastic for battalion or regiment level organizations as well as company. So that's super awesome. Damn it. Not on how to make tea, but it does inform you that there is a water heater on the back of the FV 432 where you could make tea or boil water for whatever reason. Morale is important. At least you're not hitting the tank. Ah, we got disrupted. Fire truck. Now they're after the tank. So tactically, the FE-432 was intended literally just as a battle taxi. It wasn't designed to be engaged in combat because it's not very well armored. It's not an IFV basically. It is literally just a battle taxi, which is interesting. So I'll have to keep that in mind for when I'm designing UK scenarios and scripting them. Oh, that's good. I hope she's winning. Oh, something's there. Come on. Do some damage. Nothing. No hits. Oh, that's gonna suck. Oh, we got lucky. Oh, that was not lucky. That was a reduced by 3. "11 airstrikes remaining. We have 9 out of 12 units that have recovered morale, which is actually pretty good. That's like 75%. 4 headquarters unable to provide supply. 5 artillery units unavailable. 23 units low on ammo. Ah, we nuked them. Alright. Well, first things first, let's take out some trucks, because taking out trucks is fun. Ah, too far away. Oh, 2 headquarters. Got one. That's a good question. I guess it depends on how you define complicated. Is the game hard? I wouldn't say it's hard. I would say that it makes you think. It makes you think a lot. You have to really plan your moves. You have to think about what's going to happen in the future. You have to really pay attention to your units, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, when to attack, when to run. I guess depends on how you define complicated. Yes, that is true. Some people have issues keeping my helicopters alive. For sure. Not that you're making fun of me or anything. For no particular reason. So, Slappy. Here's an example. I know this is a turn-based. I know daylight is coming. Daylight here. So this is right now you're looking at the night graphics because it's nighttime. But if we look at the scenario information, if we look at the scenario information, we can see that daylight is going to return on turn 26. Right now it's turn 24. My tanks are vastly inferior to the Jordanian Pattons. They will kill my Shermans like they're going out of style. So I need to be very careful with that. So I need to learn or put my tanks in positions where I'm at an advantage, which means I need to be able to ambush them. Here, I will be able to see, at least get side shots on the Pattons as they're going to advance down the road towards the Crossroads, because this is one of the objectives that they're going to try and get to. Actually, see this position here, that's not a very good position. So let's move them over here. I need to be able to be in a position where I have an advantage, because these Jordanian tanks are significantly better than mine. Now, I'm taking casualties, logically so. Direct fire from Pattons at 500 meters, that's just a bad day. The other problem I have is down here. The only thing I have going for me down here is this is all village terrain, which will give me an advantage. But here, let's see if I can do a shot. Night fighting reduces your effectiveness because you're not actually targeting a particular vehicle. You're only targeting a hex. So all these things here are gun flashes, which allows me to say, okay, I know there's things there. I'm going to target something and see if we get lucky, which we did not. I'm expecting counter attack fire, and I need to get the hell out of there. Otherwise, I'll lose my tank. Oh, I already lost one. This is the platoon-based game. You can tell the strength of your vehicle. So, strength here for vehicles means I have 2 vehicles left. Let's get the hell out of Dodge before I lose them all. Hopefully I don't get spotted. I'm going to leave this here to soak up some fire and hopefully retreat. I'm going to move my half-tracks out of the way because I don't want them to die, because that just gives the Jordanians some easy points. I'm bringing in some more infantry. I do have recordless rifle jeeps. They are effective, but again, I need to be in ambush positions. And how am I going to do that? Shit. So what happened there, this hex, there's too many wrecks in it. It provides visibility, so even though I'm beyond visual line of sight right now, which is 2 hexes or 500 meters, he spotted me driving through that hex and said, you're done, and killed me. So now he can't see me. So I lost, what was that? Probably 2 or 3 recordless rifle jeeps, which I need. So that's terrible. Anyways, it looks like we have at least 2 companies of tanks on the flank. We probably have at least 1 company of tanks on the flank, maybe 2. Because usually Jordanian companies are 4 tank platoons, or 3 tank platoons with the headquarters. 3, 3, 3, 2. So that's the headquarter tank. I'm not sure if it's 4 platoons or 3 platoons. I would have to look into that off the top of my head. Here we spotted a battery. Let's see if we can take that out. And thanks for chatting there. Do you have any more questions about the game itself? Because I'm happy to answer. These guys, we'll leave them there for now. Oh, what's this? Mortars. See if we can assault the mortars. No joy. Can I shoot at them? Oh, this only has a strength of 1, which means it's half a squad. Shit. That's not good. So we lost that platoon. We lost a machine gun. Lost 2 machine guns and lost that whole platoon. That kind of sucks. Some scenarios are easy. Some scenarios are very complicated. For example, if you're looking for a good game to play against the AI, I would probably recommend Campaign Series Vietnam, which is the other game that we have, the more recent one. All of those scenarios are scripted, and they make it a significantly better game to play. This game is still fun because you get it's the Middle East, you get some great toys, but I haven't finished scripting all these scenarios yet. It's coming, I just haven't had time to do it yet. And plus we're working on Cold War, which will be our next new release, so that is consuming a lot of my time. That being said, there are really good and challenging scenarios in Vietnam, if you're interested in that. Keep in mind that the Vietnam game doesn't cover just the American involvement. It also covers the French involvement as well as the Civil War that happened prior to the Americans really being involved. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. So, Europe in Flames. Basically, the new version of that is campaign series, John Tiller's campaign series. Let me show you where that is. So that's all the World War II version. So these are all of our games. So this one here, this is the World War II version, and it's on sale for 67% off. Damn, that's amazing. The game that I'm playing right now is Middle East 1948 to 1985. It's also on sale for 40% off, which is, I had no idea. That's awesome. And the Vietnam game is off 15% off, just so you know. This game here has West Front, East Front, and Rising Sun combined. There was a recent update just last September. There will be one more update for this game, which will hopefully fix some of the dynamic campaign issues. If any of the scenarios are fine, and plus you can get a whole bunch of scenario content if you go here for that game. Like thousands of scenarios for here, for sure. The other thing is, yeah, so there'll be one more update for this, but then this will be retired because we're going to be rebuilding this game after we release Cold War. So there'll be a new version of World War II. It'll just be one game organized into different folders depending on what theater that you want to play. So keep that in mind. This is a fantastic game. It's what I play every Wednesday. I love it. I've been playing these games since 97, December 97. So I may have a bias that I really, really like them for whatever reason. Plus, I'm also the lead developer for the games as well, right? Now, not the original ones, but ever since basically 2013, I've been the lead developer for these games. And our current lead programmer is Petri, And without him, none of this would be possible. All these new games and things. And not possible at all. So yeah, if you get them, thank you so much. And if you do have questions, you can either ask them here, or you can ask them over on the Discord. Or if you're looking for opponents, you can find them at the Blitz, or I'm happy to give you a run for your money, or whatever. It's all good. I am happy to help. Absolutely. Again, totally love the game. I might be a little bit biased, but it is what it is. Hey, no worries. No worries at all. Let's see if we can... what do I want to do? What do I want to do? So, let's see. Now, I am in a position here to do I can do 3 different types of assaults. I'm going to explain what assaults are very quickly. Assaults are when you're taking your units and just trying to force your way into an enemy hex, hopefully by capturing them. There's multiple ways of doing it. The best ways of doing it are as follows. You can do a flanking attack, which means you're going to attack from opposite hexes, opposite sides of the hex. Or you can do a surround hex, which basically makes your attacking hexes into a triangle, I guess. We're going to try that and see if we can get lucky. So you'll see I'm selecting some infantry. The ones that are engaged in the assault have this icon, this multi-arrow icon. So you can see this one here can't do it because it's disrupted. But this one here is also going to be engaged. And this one here is going to be engaged. So we're assaulting from here, and from here. Doing so, because we haven't fired nor moved, gives us a bonus for not firing, for not moving, and doing a surround assault. Each of those things are compounded, so therefore it does improve the odds that we're going to get in there. Are we actually going to do it? I don't know. I'm going to try and soften it up first. Let's see. Don't know if we did anything. Let's try our assault. So, a double unknown effect. That means we reduced it. That's good news. That's what we want to happen. But we didn't capture it. So, let's try a second assault. Now, I will get a bonus for having a second assault, but I'm not going to have a surround assault bonus. I'll have a flanking assault bonus because I'm attacking from both of these sides. I'm not attacking with very strong units right now, so that might impact how successful we are. But we are throwing some tanks in it, so let's see. Having a combined arms assault also helps away. So again, we did reduce their morale, which is great. They did try to retreat, which means they suffered casualties. So this is probably reduced to either 2 or 3 strength points, which means there's only a squad left in this hex. That's good for us. Let's see. We're going to get some more infantry. We're going to pull them up here. These are steep. This is a steep hill, so it takes a while to move. But we did break into the town, so let's see what we can do. Shit. There's infantry there. There's infantry there. Let's try to overrun these guys. We didn't overrun them, but we did reduce them. Ah, fire truck. Okay, that's that. Let's try one more time to get into this bunker. No joy. Let's see if we can assault this machine gun. Oh, perfect. That makes me happy. Can we see anything with this gun? Oh, we can. We can hit this. Can I assault with you? No, you're... No. Because it's trenches, we need more action points to do that. So next turn, if we survive, we'll try and get in there. You know what? Let's try with these two. So we got disrupted, but we did a double unknown effect, so that's good. Hey, Tide, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Let's see. Let's advance with these tanks for some support before we do an assault. No joy. Okay, let's use our combined arms, see if we can get into here, or at least reduce that. We did cause casualties, which is good, and we revealed that they are in a bunker. So I need to, before I do any more assaults, get this guy back in action. So I'm going to take a shot. Hopefully continue to reduce that. There's no sense targeting this with artillery, just for the simple reason that odds are good, the artillery is not going to have any effect. That being said, I see that there is infantry over here. I don't recall if there's a machine gun there, just because we can't see it. But this is still a strength 5 platoon. That's not good. It seems I have a back fracture from a fall I took about a month ago. Oh no. I hope it heals okay for you there, Tide. Okay, so that takes care of that. I don't know what else I can do. This infantry is not going to go well. Let's just pull it back, actually. Maybe we can get lucky and ambush them. You know what? This guy can dig in. Man, we're screwed. Okay. You guys can dig in. You guys can dig in. Can I? Oh no, they're already... That's already an improved position. Yeah, no rush there, Tide. Take your time, get better, and we can... you can continue to kill me later. Okay. Oh, artillery. Let's locate that. What do I want to hit? I want to hit this and this. We want to hit that. That's trenches. That's probably a safe hit. I'm not sure if this is a bunker. And I don't know what else is in here. So let's just try and hit some things and see what happens. Oh, that's awesome, Stipe. That's really awesome. Thank you for that. All your support really helps the games, so thank you. Buy them for all your friends, just saying. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, I should have moved that guy. Bloody hell. That artillery smoked us. But we just retreated, so that's good. Oh, there's guns down here. What the hell? Shit, we lost 2 tanks. That machine gun, holy. For now, if you're going to play against the AI for Middle East, play where the AI is defending. That'll be the best experience for now, until I can script it. It'll be SVG. Like, for example, here, the AI is mostly defending. That's why I decided to play as the Israelis. If you want to just look at the BMPs, you can look at the BMPs. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. I saw that on Facebook, that WDS is going to Steam. It'll be curious to see how that goes. That will provide some insight for, obviously, our games. Although, as I mentioned previously, we did have a conversation with Matrix and Slytherin about how to improve our user interface. And I think Petri's pretty much on board with those changes. So you can expect to see the Cold War UI be a little bit different than what you're seeing here. So be prepared for that. It'll be interesting to see how it's received. The gameplay will be much the same, in the sense that, you know, the same as Vietnam anyways, in the sense that the scenarios will be scripted. They should be interesting battles where you are learning something in each of the different battles, which is how I design my scenarios. I always design my scenarios with a lesson involved. You're learning something. The whole point of playing the scenario is to learn something, plus learn some history, right? Jeez, we got smoked there. Lost a full squad. Damn Jordanians. I don't have the forces to take out this bunker. Learning about the fragility of supply trucks, armor, and helos. Yep. I'm teaching you, Stipe, what not to do. You're welcome. I'm sacrificing myself for your entertainment. Come on. I didn't expect the Jordanians in the hills there. Or the tanks coming. Oh, shit. That's not good. Okay, so I'm going to teach you something here at the start of the next turn. Because I see a problem. Oh, we took out a Patton. 2 of them! Nice! Side armor. We took out a whole platoon. That makes me happy. Oh man, there's a whole battalion there. Do we take out some armored cars? No. Oh, there is a machine gun in there. Ah, paying attention. That's important. Something else for you to understand, Snappy. Or Slappy? What was it? Slappy or Snappy? Slappy. The way... So, Vietnam and Middle East are very similar. We lost some half-tracks. That sucks. Ooh, we got smoked by two... That's not good. Middle East and Vietnam are the same. They have the same engine. So what you can expect in Vietnam will happen the same in Middle East with variation, but very minimal. The World War II stuff is still running on the old AI and systems, so it's going to be a little bit easier to play, typically. Where, in that sense, you want to find a human to play against, because it's a much better experience playing against the human. Although, for practice, it's good to play against the AI. 11 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that are isolated. That's not good. We have 7 out of 11 units that have recovered morale, which is good. 2 headquarters unable to provide supply. 6 artillery units unavailable. 25 units low on ammo. A prime example of the toughness when playing against the human versus the AI is on Wednesdays. I've been playing the World War II version of Blunting the Sword, which is a scenario that is found in West Front, part of the campaign series, or John Taylor's campaign series, the World War II version. I've played both sides. I've rocked the AI on both sides. But at the same time, I'm playing as the Germans in a team game. And it's turn 7, and I'm pretty much dead already because the players are way better than the computer player. The difference being for the modern stuff, especially the scripted stuff, is that when you're playing the Vietnam game, for example, and you're choosing a scenario that's scripted, you'll find I scripted the scenario as if how I would play. So you're playing nearly against me in a way. With some options, obviously, because there's randomness, because it makes it more interesting when there is. Damn it, we didn't get in there. What are we doing? What are we doing? There we go. Nice. So we are trying a whole bunch of different ways to start clearing these outskirts of Jenin so we can get in there. Ah, look at that. That's beautiful. shit. Nope. Yeah, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific. I do play the World War II version. We are in the middle of blunting the sword. It's a fun scenario, but it's just very easy against a human opponent. Okay, we are going to try to assault into these trenches and see if we can get in there. I'm going to... Oh no, I'm not even going to overkill because I thought this had more strength points, but it doesn't. So no joy, we didn't have the strength for that. That's okay. We'll try again next turn. There's a level 1 minefield. We should be able to go through there without getting hit. Using the machine guns on the half tracks. Oh, frick. I just screwed myself. I'm gonna lose half tracks now. Took out some vehicles. Oh, what's that? That's a battalion headquarters. That's good to know. Can I advance into here? Yes. I can't shoot, though. Oh, we got disrupted. Fire truck. Let's use our tanks for some support. We did not get lucky. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Schlons. I really appreciate it. And let me know if you have any questions about the silhouettes. I'm always happy to help, for sure. And sorry, I totally forgot about it. I think I'm going to swing one of these. Oh, are you serious? This road is still not open. We're actually doing okay up there. Now I know those tanks are coming. I'm just going to move these guys out of line of sight, I hope. There we go. Oh, what I was going to show you. I'm going to go Control P, and I'm going to change some of these settings. So, my vehicles, I don't want to shoot at anything but hard targets at short range. My anti-tank, I want to do the same. My anti-aircraft guns, we'll just not do hard targets. But we'll do soft vehicles and everything at short range. There's no helicopters, so we don't have to worry about it. And everything else, my infantry, I only want to shoot at short range. Soft vehicles, I'm not even going to bother. Helicopters, not going to bother. Anything else, I'm going to reduce it to medium range. So this is going to do for everything. Just fair warning. You can set these for individual units, and I highly recommend you taking the time to do it for each individual unit. Whatever setting you have here will override the individual setting, so be careful of that. Okay, now the last part, which is terrible. I'm going to again move my tank back. I'm going to swing these guys around. We're going to swing around here to our flank. Make sure that the village hexes are all occupied. I'm not going to assault, but I'm going to try and take out this headquarter tank. We can tell it's a headquarter tank because it has a strength of 2. No joy. I need a side shot, so there's no sense me trying to do that. That's also a frontal shot, which I'm not going to get. That kind of sucks. We need to move our half tracks because, if you recall, there is tanks and infantry coming in our rear. And there's nothing I can do to stop that. Except maybe ambush. We'll see. Let's move you guys away. Turn around. Try and hit that gun. Oh, I can't. Because the elevation or the roughness has not allowed us to do that. That's unfortunate. We're going to go in for the kill there. See if I can assault this. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Damn it. So it's a machine gun in there. Let's see, can we move these? Oh, we can. So at least this gives us a little bit of extra protection. Although, there is an elevation difference. So they do get a bonus firing down at our engineers. And they will target our engineers because engineers, according to the AI, are a priority target. Mortar. Let's hit here and here. Okay. Call in our batteries. Huh, that's it. Try one more assault into there. No, we just don't have the strength, which is irritating. But we're almost going to surround that, which is good for us. No joy. Just half tracks. Okay, let's end the turn, see what happens. Daylight's coming. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Can your wife bring you something there, Tide? For instead of the hospital food? Come on, don't die. Don't die. Oh, nice. Hmm. Oh, there's a lot more in there than I anticipated. Ah, yes. That's fair. Understood, Tide. Damn it. At least they retreated instead of suffer more casualties. We're in a bunker. That's okay. I'm going to lose some half-tracks. I lost one. Lost two. They keep on assaulting. I'm okay with that. And here it is in daylight. Bada boom. 11 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that are isolated. We have 6 out of 9 units that have recovered morale. 4 headquarters unable to provide supply. 7 artillery units unavailable. 29 units low on ammo. So we only have 3 visibility right now. Oh, beautiful double unknown effect. That's a good thing. Ooh, reduced some guns by 3. That was a good hit. Also a good hit. Okay, we're back on track now. First things first, let's take these platoons, see if we can break into here. No, but we reduced it. Now let's try a flanking assault. That worked. Perfect. Shit. Double shit. Let's get our infantry and tanks up here. Hopefully we can break in. I think that's an engineer platoon, so I have to be careful with that. Everyone fired, so it's unlikely we caused any damage. I'm gonna pull you guys back. Let's see if we can overrun that. Ah, no. I think we need to swing around to do a flanking assault because they're not being very nice. Oh, we got disrupted, but we did reveal... Oh, that's a bunker in the middle of the city. Bloody hell. Sorry to bug you, but Vietnam is asking for a 2-disc installation. So what you'll have to do is when you download, it'll be a zip file. So unzip that zip file. Yeah, exactly. That's precisely correct. And then it'll be fine. And thank you for asking. That's a good question. So I'm going to target a few different things here. Oh, nice. We smoked that. Now I'm going to try with our under-strength platoons here to see if we can get into here. We cannot, but we did reduce the headquarters. That's good. I'm going to try one more time to get into here. No avail. What can you see now? Nothing useful. I'm going to prioritize that. Okay. That's that. Now, I do know we do have bad guys coming around our rear, which is terrifying. These I can't do anything about. Can we see anything with their tanks? Oh, we can. Side shots. Missed. Missed again. Oh, Pattons are killing us. Fire truck. Can't even hit an armored car. That's not good. That's not good at all. Now, if you know what we could do? Oh, Let's do something fun. Let's let the tanks come to us in this village hex, and then we could use our infantry to assault them because they're not protected by infantry. There we go. That's good. Haha, took out a machine gun. That makes me happy. Oh, frick, there's a tank there. Shit. Run away. Oh, out of ammo. Also out of ammo. Okay, that takes care of that. We're still waiting for the ambush. Can I overrun them? Let's see. That's awesome, Tide. Support with our engineers. Ah, they cannot do it. Okay, let's just try to assault into there. No joy. I guess we'll try a flanking assault next turn if we survive. lose those recordless rifle jeeps. Alright, that's pretty much all we can do. Artillery's plotted. Let's save it and the turn. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yep, we got smoked. So here's a question for everyone. Do you think that the recordless rifle jeeps are too weakly defended? You know, odds are good. Tactically, they'd be hiding in any type of terrain that they could be in. Do you think they should be boosted up with their defensive strength a little bit, or no? And if not, why not? Yeah, but a soft skin, just soft skin for sure. It's like a Land Rover, but a Land Rover that's sitting out, that is just used for transportation, is going to be different than a Land Rover that is armed with a recordless rifle that's going to be hiding. It's tactically different used. So it's going to be harder to hit inherently. Oh, our ambush did something. Yeah, but the computer can't shoot and scoot. No, that's not how scripting works, Tim. Man, they're coming to screw us. That's not good. That's not good. Scripting works with one action per turn. So you can't move, shoot, then move again. You can't do that with scripting. So that right there puts the AI at a disadvantage completely. 11 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that are isolated still. We have 2 headquarters. Sorry, we have 7 units that have recovered out of 8. 3 headquarters unable to provide supply. 6 artillery units unavailable. 22 units low on ammo. Oh, that was a good hit. Another good hit. They retreated. Oh, very good hit. They all retreated. Alright, let's try this again. Try a flanking assault. Man, it's getting close. Just not close enough. See if we can advance into the rear here and get into a position to hopefully take this thing out. Oh, there's nothing there though, which is good. Okay, let's try a massive assault into here. We did reduce it. Let's try another one. Reduced it again. I don't have the strength to do it again. So let's add some more troops. 52, 52, 52. Oh, they can all assault one more time. Let's try. Perfect. Multiple assaults saves the day. Yes, we are working on a Cold War game. Absolutely. The primary focus for the Cold War game will be Central Europe. It will span 1948 to 1985, so there will be various scenarios for each of the decades. I'm contemplating One storyline for the 40s, one storyline for the 50s, two storylines for the 60s, one storyline for the 70s, and one storyline for the 80s, at least to start. So there should be scenarios related to that storyline for each of the decades, or each of the things that I mentioned. Right now, we're still in the pre-development. We are building over battles. We're going to be building maps. We're getting the UI completed. And that our goal is to hopefully have that first game, the first Cold War game, on Steam as well. But that's not up to us. That's up to Slytherin to make sure that we are building the best game that we can possibly game or build. That being said, there's a lot of work that's going into it. I'm super excited for it. I think it will be... The nice thing about this particular game coming up is that I have a lot of scenario freedom to build scenarios, whereas up to this point, Middle East and Vietnam, all the scenarios that I've done are completely historical, with the exception of the tournament scenarios. They're all historical, so there's a lot of research involved to make sure that everything is, accurate and legit, and even the mapping takes forever. But yeah, we're building ways to make it much more efficient, to make it much more exciting, and to make the whole experience a lot better for everyone. With that operational freedom for building scenarios, I should be able to have a lot more interesting types of scenarios, which I'm kind of excited for. It should be interesting to see how the actual gameplay is, and scripting and all that fun stuff, on a more modern battlefield. I'm very excited about it. I really am. I think it'll be brilliant on so many levels. I'm going to leave these guys there. They're not ready to assault because we definitely need some more support. We're almost there, though. We're almost going to take out the town. I still can't get in there. So hopefully having this additional platoon in the assault will help. Either way, we're almost ready to take out the rest of the town and capture the town. I'm hoping we can do that next turn. Yeah, there'll be a lot of fun battles. I'm super excited. That was silly. I shouldn't have done that. Come on. That's gonna hurt. And it did. Oh, I can't do it. Let's take out the guns at least. Reduce them by 1. That's all we can do. And then after Cold War is done, we will work on the new World War II version that will have, everything that we've done with the Cold War and Middle East and Vietnam. And then rebuild scenarios with scriptings. So, that is exciting. I'm going to hide if I can and not die. Damn it, got smoked. Shit. Alright. I'm sure you will have to, yep, because I'm mean. Oh, man. Really? So, we have tanks in our rear. That's definitely not good. Oh, we got one. And we missed. Oh, that's not good. Let's drop these things down. Oh no, guess not. Add a line of sight. That's not good. That's not good at all. Ah. Ooh, our infantry is not doing very well. Oh, there it goes. Man, those things suck. Defend, yeah. So I think the defense of should be higher than 1. I think for those. Absolutely. Even like 3 or something to give them a little bit more of a chance. Because, yeah, as I'm saying, it's not right. You owe me 4 turns, Tim. Oh, that'd be great. Do bulge. Get her done. It's a long game, so try and get that done first. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else down there. You guys can dig in. Oops. Until we are ready. So we're getting flanked. That sucks. Yeah, Volga is short. That's true. Let's see if we can assault these. Let's do one more assault. There we go. Took out the machine gun. Now we can worry about these things. No, it won't, because there's very little for the Russians to do, unfortunately. It's a scenario. I won't say it's good. Bulge is a long one. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get you to do that, just because it is a very long scenario. 577 turns. That's a bunker. That's a bunker. Everything's a bunker. Well, let's just throw the guns here. Probably not going to do anything, but why not? We're going to move this infantry down here because we see tanks coming. That's kind of scary. Let's save it and the turn. Damn it, got smoked. Please live. Look at all those tanks, man. Jesus. On the bright side, they're here. Oh, that makes me wonder if they're going to assault. Nice. Oh, shit. Hey, thanks, Tim. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Tide. Also, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Ingrid. Really appreciate it. Thanks to Slappy. Thanks to Stipe. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just waiting for the turn to end, and that'll be the end of the session for this time. Again, I'll be back on Wednesday at... Wednesday. I will be doing this early because it's my mother's birthday. She's in town, so I'm going out for dinner with her. So I will probably be streaming around 4:20 Pacific time. Just that's 2 hours normally than I would. So fair warning, I will be streaming a little bit early that day on Wednesday. Just keeping that in mind. This is not good. Things are getting quite terrifying. We still have, what, 13 turns left? No, 18 turns left. A lot of turns left. Damn it. Oh, you're welcome. Let me know if you have any more questions. I'm always happy to help. And there's a Discord channel if you watch this later on YouTube. Or you can ask in... Where can you ask? On Facebook. That's also a place to ask. Alright, 11 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that are still isolated. I have to find where those things are. Let's see. 3 units out of 4 have recovered morale. 6 headquarters unable to provide supplies. 6 artillery units unavailable. 33 units low on ammo. And we did build some improved positions. I know this is going to be effective because, again, we're just targeting bunkers. The artillery is significant. Oh, we got a double unknown effect on the infantry. That's the mortars. That's why. Yeah, the mortars are very effective. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, and we are going to save that for next time. Again, thank you to our Patreons. Thank you to those that donate. Thank you to those that provide their time, like Schlons and Nick. Really appreciate all your help. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, please consider giving it a like and subscribe. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I do answer and reply to all the comments. Again, as I mentioned, if you do have more detailed comments, you're watching this later on YouTube, you can do so on the Discord channel, which is in the link below. Huge thank you to everyone. Truly appreciate it. On that note, take care, smile always, and talk to you soon.